Kerry James Marshall is one of the most important contemporary American artists, so I just pointed out. はい、皆さんこんにちは。この流れで2冊取り上げたいと思います。これとこれなんですけれど、まずこちらがGoing Dark, the contemporary figure at the age of visibility at Guggenheim Museum at Foundation, October 20th, 2023 to April 7th ということで、英語で説明して日本語は書いておきます。ここに今 there's a Kerry James Marshall here, Black Lives Matter, and the David Hammonds are written on the essay section, and all these people, and the first Going Dark presented more than 100 works by the group of 28 artists, the majority of whom are black and more than half of whom are women, while most of the work dated from the 1980s to the present. A selection of them are created in the 1960s and 70s by three iconic artists, David Hammonds, Faith Ringgold, and Charles White, suggesting that the development of conceptual art during these decades launched a new pathway of expression that laid the groundwork for contemporary artists tackling the edge of visibility today. Going Dark, the contemporary figure at the age of visibility, is organized by Ashley James, Associate Curator, Contemporary Art, with Faith Hunter, Curatorial Assistant. In the art context, the common phrase going dark is understood as a tactic whereby artists visually conceal the body to explore a key tension in contemporary society, the desire to be seen and the desire to be hidden from sight. These artists is actually working fluidly between figuration and abstraction, and many of the artists inventively manipulate color and light to obscure optical perception, challenging the biology of vision. ということで、こちらが28名のアーティストのグループによる100名以上の作品が展示されている。で、アーティストの大半は黒人で半数以上が女性というセレクションになってます。で、キーワードとしてはアーティストが具象と抽象の間を流動的に移動するというか、作風の中で流動的に移動している。そして見られたい願望と視界から隠されたいという願望、両方の欲望があって、それを可視性のエッジということで視覚のそのパーセプションをあえてぼかすような、隠すような作風のを使っている人もいますということです。で、そうですね。暗くなるというタイトルのものです。結構気になったのはこのトマチ・ジャクソンという人の作品とかは初めて見ておーって思いましたし、あとはこのサンドラ・ムジンガっていう人の There's a Sandra Muzinka. This is the work 2020 Spectral Keepers というこういうものも出てますね。あとはこういうものも出てます。This is another interesting artist, and these are the work of artists exhibited, and this is the Faith Ringgold, which I'm going to talk about in Japanese later in the seminar, hopefully. And this is actually the Charles White, which mentioned in the catalog, and not only I've got a lot of interesting artists here, and Kevin Beasley is one of them. a very interesting artist. If you're interested, please Google it. And that's about it. So I hope I put the link so you could see that. And David Hammond was referred in the text. This これもケビン・ジェームス・マーシャルのものだったりするんですけど、And the second book that I would like to introduce is Kevin James Marshall's The Complete Print. This is a complete survey of Marshall's print from the 1970s to the present, with many previously unseen work. This is published in October 2023. And Kerry James Marshall の版画全集です。1970年代から現代までの256ページでマーシャルの版画を完全網羅して未公開作品も多数収録しているっていうことで、And Kevin James Marshall is famous for his beautifully executed painting that address the underrepresentation of the black figure in the Western pictorial tradition. Through best known as a painter, Marshall has throughout his career also produced a vast graphic oeuvre that has been seldom seen and rarely documented. This catalog resume offers the first public account of these important works and the first in-depth study on the role of printed image and the print process in Marshall's work as a whole, including the iteration of his ongoing magnum opus Rhythm Master. Kerry James Marshall was born in Birmingham, Alabama in 1955, later moving to Los Angeles. He taught painting for many years at the School of Art and Design at the University of Illinois at Chicago. In 2013, he was named as a Committee of the Art and Humanity by President Barack Obama. In 2017, Marshall was included as an annual Time 100 list of the most influential people in the world. Marshall lives and works in Chicago. ってことで、The rhythm master, which I mentioned, is like this. なんかですね、黒人のなんか日々の生活だったりっていうのをコミック仕様、アメコミかな？アメコミっぽくやってるものです。ものすごくこれ収められてます。もうなんかシリーズ化しててですね、よく見るとすごい面白そうっていうものです。なんかシンプルなんですけど余白とかもあって It's very interesting work. Rhythm Master. This is an interesting catalog. And the 印象として up until now, I think there has been many catalog of Anglo-Saxon artists. But recently, like in 10 to 5 years, I'm receiving a more and more Afro-American, Latin American or South American artists and Korean catalogs. And this is because, of course, there are many artists who is already creating work like for the art world. But to be honest, I live in Japan and I don't really pay much attention to the nationality However, internationally, there are still artists who come in from the country that are historically colonized, and the introduction of the artist of men and women and LGBTQ really picked up on the essay or profit on the human right aspect. So it is described not only in the profile but also in the catalog essay, and many of the artists incorporate the roots and the background of their own nationality in their work. So I think Japanese artists also can learn a lot from this perspective.
Leonardo, you're looking at all these people. All of the figures in those paintings are white. And for a long time, that doesn't matter because those artists are who they are, and the work is magnificent with those figures. But when you want to do representation yourself, you have to come up against the notion that figures that look like you are not represented in the pantheon of great painting except as peripheral. They're not central to the representational strategy of those artists. And so for me as an African-American artist, I want to see images of Black people central to the pictorial strategy of the work. And not just occasionally, I want to see them all the time.